Picture this, a rugged land of jagged mountains and sparkling seas, where gods whispered secrets to mortals and heroes carved their names into eternity. This is the cradle of ancient Greece, a place where humble beginnings sparked a fire that would illuminate the world. Our story starts long ago, around 7000 BCE, when early settlers tilled the fertile soil, planting wheat and barley in small villages of mud brick homes like Sesklo, trading shiny obsidian from distant islands to craft tools and weapons. These simple folk domesticated sheep and goats, their herds grazing on hillside pastures, laying the groundwork for a civilization that would one day challenge empires. As centuries rolled on, by 3000 BCE, the Minoans rose on the island of Crete, building grand palaces like Knossos, with walls alive in vibrant frescoes of daring bull leapers twisting midair over massive horns. Imagine seafaring traders navigating wooden ships across azure waves, exchanging olive oil and wine for copper and tin from Egypt and Mesopotamia, forging bronze tools that gleamed under the Mediterranean sun. Their society buzzed with life, kings in ornate robes overseeing rituals, priestesses in flowing skirts honoring goddesses amid labyrinthine halls, rumored to hide the fearsome Minotaur, a beast with a bull's head and man's body. Advanced plumbing carried fresh water through clay pipes, while artists painted dolphins leaping through waves and lilies blooming in eternal spring, all recorded in the enigmatic Linear A script that still guards its secrets. But glory is fleeting. Around 1450 BCE, cataclysmic volcanic eruptions shook Crete's foundations, spewing ash across the sky and weakening their hold as invaders from the mainland swept in. Enter the Mycenaeans, fierce warriors who fortified hilltop citadels with massive cyclopean walls of boulders so huge, later Greeks thought giants had built them. At Mycenae, the Lion Gate roared with carved stone beasts guarding entrances to treasures like the golden mask of Agamemnon, its stern eyes and curled beard evoking a king of legend. These lords ruled from throne rooms in palaces like Pylos, where scribes etched records in Linear B on clay tablets, tracking grain stores and bronze weapons. They charged into battle on chariots with spoked wheels, their boar-tusk helmets nodding as they raided coastal towns, amassing wealth buried in beehive-shaped tholos tombs, glittering with gold jewelry and swords. Whispers of their exploits echo in Homer's tales, like the epic Trojan War around 1200 BCE, where proud Agamemnon rallied a fleet of black ships to besiege Troy's high walls. Heroes clashed on dusty plains, a mighty Achilles sulking in his tent, his wrath dooming comrades. Noble Hector defending his city with spear and shield, only to fall in single combat. Though layers of ruins at Hisarlik hint at real sieges over trade routes, the stories blend fact and myth, painting a world of honor, betrayal, and divine meddling. Then, darkness fell. Around 1100 BCE, the Mycenaean world crumbled, palaces engulfed in flames, populations fleeing as mysterious sea peoples invaded on swift ships, their horned helmets flashing in raids. Droughts withered crops, trade routes snapped like brittle twigs, and bronze gave way to iron forged in humble forges. For centuries, Greece slipped into shadow, with survivors clustering in thatched villages around flickering hearth fires, sharing oral tales to keep their spirit alive. Yet, from these ashes, hope flickered. Bards wandered from village to village under starry skies, reciting the Iliad's verses of Trojan battles and the Odyssey's cunning adventures. Odysseus outwitting a one-eyed cyclops in a cave reeking of sheep, or resisting sirens enchanting songs from jagged rocks. These epics, wove values of courage and cleverness into the Greek soul, preserving identity through generations. By 900 BCE, light returned in the geometric period as pottery bloomed with intricate meander patterns and stick-figure warriors, marking graves filled with iron daggers and offerings. Communities grew, trade revived, and by 800 BCE, the Archaic Period dawned, birthing independent city-states like Athens perched on its rocky Acropolis, and Sparta nestled in the lush Eurotas Valley. Driven by swelling populations and thirst for resources, bold Greeks set sail as colonizers, founding outposts from sun-baked Sicily to the misty Black Sea shores. Ships laden with amphorae of wine and olive oil braved storms, establishing thriving polis like Syracuse that rivaled their homelands. Back home, economies flourished, terraced farms yielding golden olives and grapes, fishermen hauling nets teeming with silvery tuna, merchants minting the first coins stamped with owls or turtles, haggling in bustling markets fragrant with spices. Society took shape. Aristocrats hosted lavish feasts in halls echoing with lyre music, while farmers and slaves toiled under the relentless sun. Gods loomed large, Zeus hurling thunderbolts from cloud-shrouded Olympus, Athena in her owl-emblazoned helmet granting wisdom, Poseidon stirring seas with his trident. Temples rose with fluted columns, hosting festivals where athletes wrestled nude and processions carried offerings. Warfare evolved too, with citizen hoplites in bronze greaves and crested helmets forming unbreakable phalanxes, shields interlocked like a moving fortress, spears thrusting in deadly unison. Politics stirred. Sparta's dual kings drilled boys into relentless soldiers, while Athens chafed under aristocrats, until tyrants like Cypselus in Corinth seized power, building aqueducts and temples to win hearts. In Athens, reformer Solon eased debts, classifying citizens by wealth in assemblies where voices rose in debate under open skies, planting seeds of democracy. Culture awakened, sculptors chiseled Kuros statues of youthful nudes with archaic smiles, capturing ideal beauty in marble. Poets like Hesiod penned works and days, advising on honest farming amid golden fields, and Theogony, unraveling gods' births from chaos, Prometheus defying Zeus, chained to a rock as an eagle gnawed his liver. On Lesbos, Sappho sang of love's sweet torment in lyrical verses, her words dancing like flames. In Ionia, thinkers like Thales gazed at stars, predicting eclipses and pondering water as the essence of all, while Anaximander dreamed of boundless origins and early evolution. Pythagoras harmonized the universe with numbers and souls reborn. But as Greece flowered, a shadow gathered in the east. The Persian Empire, forged by Cyrus the Great, swallowed Ionian cities with armies of immortals in scaled armor. When Ionians revolted in 499 BCE, Athens lent aid, igniting Darius's fury. Envoys raced between city-states, forging uneasy alliances as Persian sails darkened the horizon. In a narrow pass, a band of Spartans sharpened spears, ready to etch their defiance into history. But what glory and tragedy awaits when a few stand against a multitude? Hold your breath for Part 2, where battles rage and a golden age is born from blood. Thanks for watching.